To all my black entrepreneurs, we gotta do better, y'all. So tune in to the EntrepreNUBIANS Podcast, where we help build better black businesses.
Hey. Welcome to the EntrepreNUBIANS Podcast with your girl, Tiffany Nicole and Last Trace. Damn, who we got today, Trace? Who we got today?
Today we have the lovely Miss Pearline B.
Hey, how y'all doing?
And
What's up, Pearl?
I want to take a moment out and say, because I got my pearls on today.
Yes, I see it. I was like, yes, she be repping, okay?
I'll be ready.
Y'all know it. You know what? For the longest, I thought that was my birthstone.
Pearl.
I really did. For the longest, when I was a kid, I thought it was my birthstone.
No,
it's not.
It should be.
No, my birthday's in May, so what's that? Emerald, I think.
I think it is emerald.
Yeah, because I was mad.
Pearls are...
It is a birthday.
Yeah,
it's June.
It's June?
Because my mom is in June. I think hers is.
I knew that.
I think it is. And then because I told her I would one day buy her mother pearls.
So what's the stone for July?
See, now I
know what mine.
I know July.
Mine is opal. October is pink. So I know.
Mine is ruby.
You're a ruby.
I wish
Is
it
Pearl
was
really a...
It is.
It is.
I think it is.
It is.
Google me, baby.
And Pearl would know.
I thought it was just stones.
Pearl would know.
First of all, see, you be the people that be like, you meditate with stones and stuff like that. That is not, okay, that's gems, okay?
That's
Pearls
gems.
are gems. Like, emeralds is a gem.
Okay.
It's not a stone.
So June. It's June.
June. Yeah, because my grandma and my mom's
check
birthdays
that.
in
Okay, I guess we got to
June.
fact check.
So fact check me. I believe so. If not, then I'll
One of y'all.
make a
Somebody fact check that.
Goodness gracious.
fact check. If I'm wrong, then I owe y'all a shirt. How about that?
Damn.
I wear a
Sounds
large.
good, right? Sounds good to me.
A largy.
Alaji.
I feel like you're making up words.
Largy. You want to go to the Chinese store?
What?
Largy.
Okay, I order Chinese like over the phone. Like sushi.
Yeah, Largy.
I
Logic?
never
You want
order
small or
Logi. I never did.
Really? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it just our when around our house does that. I don't know, but...
May not be a cultural
Or
thing.
they be like,
Yeah, right? Exactly. It may not be a cultural thing.
Well,
See,
they
now
be
we're
like
being all
small
biased
law.
and stuff.
You know, what's
Hey,
bias? But
we're
it's
being
okay.
all biased and stuff.
It's like, dang, I thought I was down with the Asian community. Dang it.
Not no more.
it wasn't North Philly, but like small law.
Right. Like, mom, papi.
Get a strength hour.
I'm used to the Spanish people like around my way. They're like, mommy, papi.
Yeah.
Like, I'm used to
right?
That's why we need some black entrepreneurs in these poppy stores. That's why we need some black entrepreneurs
Yeah.
opening
Everywhere.
more restaurants,
Everywhere.
soul
Everywhere.
food, any kind of food.
Because, like, I look at I go get my nails done, I see the Asian people.
Mm-hmm.
I go get food, I see the Asian people. What I really love about the Asian people, I remember when I got my nails one time, the baby got my money, gave me my change back and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like...
They worked them at 4 years old. They'd be ready.
And then she
raised
went right back and
entrepreneurs.
did her homework. I'm like, I told her mom, I said, I love that.
They
I
raise
love that you're
entrepreneurs.
doing
They
it.
breed and raise.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're ready.
This is what they do.
Yeah.
And then she swept up after. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I love it. And I'm like, how old is she? She's like 8. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And did it without having to be told about it. She just went and did it because
she
she
just went and do it.
And
She
they
understood
consistent.
the assignment.
All she did, she was just like, honey, time for the payment. She came out, here you go. Thank you so much for choosing us. And I was like, little girl, go ahead. I was like, here's a tip, boo. Like,
Very
For real.
consistent at what
Yes.
they do.
yes, I love
They
it.
don't skip a beat.
No, at all.
Yeah.
And they're
At
so
all.
loyal. Like, you cannot get an Asian person to shop somewhere else.
Oh, no. Yeah,
You
they stay in the
cannot.
community.
They don't
Yeah.
care if the Asian goes up by like $5 per gallon or whatever they're getting.
Right.
They'll still buy from them, even if it's more experienced, because they're loyal to their culture.
Absolutely.
Gotta love
It's
them.
crazy.
All right. So what can we learn from this?
So,
What should we take from this as black entrepreneurs? What lesson can we learn from these Asian entrepreneurs who we consider to do good business or good business practices, especially
Yeah.
raising the kids? So, what can we take from that?
so my 9 to 5 is a banking, right?
Mhm.
So I've seen different cultures doing different kind of situations.
Mhm.
One, they do grow you up in it.
Yeah.
Like, they grow you up in it right away.
Right.
And what I feel like, one, we need to be more fearless in making those kind of type of decisions.
I need a whole
Because
I'm snapping.
snap,
I'm snapping or something. Yes.
because it's like they're not fearless to say, no, I won't be with you because you're not in my culture.
Mm-hmm.
Our culture's so afraid, like, if we do this, we don't want people to think we're racist.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's a cultural thing. This is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And to go ahead and be fearless and go ahead, buy that building, buy a block. and do it together. They have investment groups where everybody buying together when it gets to a point. Now, okay, it's your job now to open up that business.
Right.
And that's your money to buy that business. Okay, now who we putting in stacking up? Everybody monthly puts money in.
Right. It's like the suit
I won't
for
say
business.
it, but that's
like for business. like for business.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like we need to stick together and be unified, and we have to treat it like a true business and not a hobby.
Right.
And that's what our problem is. It's like, oh, that's my little, change on the side. What?
Side hustle came from us. We coined that term, side hustle.
A side hustle, and then they look like just to get a couple coins.
Yes.
Just hustling, period.
Right.
This is what we do.
But people feel like it's like, oh, hustling, and they coined it as like a street term. Mm-hmm. But it's not just a street term. Because it's like, I'm hustling at my job, my 9 to 5. That's legal. Yep. You can hustle at some legal stuff.
Right. You're working hard, you're grinding.
Exactly.
We are here with Mr. Shannon Newby.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon. So I've known Shannon for as long as I've known Naquetta, because that's how I met you. Yes. And actually, Naquetta was here like a couple of weeks ago. So that girl, that's just a whole nother story.
Yeah, that pain in the neck. No, I'm just joking. My love for Naquetta.
She always introduces me to the most amazing people, and you are one of them.
No, thank
and we want to thank you so much for coming on today with us and let us know who you are, what your business is, and what you're working on.
All right, so I am Shannon Newby, and I am I guess the best way to say it at this point now, I'm a content creator. I've always introduced myself prior as a filmmaker because that's what I am. I make movies and television shows, but as time goes on, I guess saying that I'm a content creator is a bigger, probably more accurate description of what I do because I am a writer as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm probably still most known more for my writing than I am from my filmmaking. And so I would say I'm a content creator, but I am most known for the thing I'm most known for probably outside of that is my television show, which is called Heavy Sedation. Mm-hmm. You remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember that. Yep.
So I had a national public television show called Heavy Sedation, which was a anthology series of sci-fi comedic short films, and it was the same actors every week playing these different characters and all these different stories, and it was and that's what I probably got most known for. And the show was like, did pretty well, but it was the writing that people always talked about as far as the show was concerned. So I guess I'm a content creator overall. I guess that's the best way to just say it. But I always like to say filmmaker because that was always my first love.
That's what you are, a filmmaker. Yes.
That's crazy that a filmmaker would change his title to content creator. And I totally get it, but that's just what a transition that is.
Yeah.
Because
it's the times.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
It's content creator respect before you content creator. What is that?
Exactly.
You got left out of the room.
Exactly.
And now you say you're a content creator and you turn heads.
Yeah.
Especially back in the day, if you're a good content creator.
Exactly. Back in the day, it was like, well, what is content exactly?
Yeah.
It's king now.
Yeah. Content is king.
Yes.
It's such king that movie creators
I create content
are saying that they are content creators.
Yes.
Now.
It's a more apropos title at this point because I don't just make movies anymore. I don't just do TV anymore. Like I say, I'm writing. And we're talking about today. I started my own comic book publishing company.
Oh, that's major.
And I still do, but I still do filmmaking. I'm writing a script right now with a friend of mine, Rocky Jean, Shannon Muir. So I'm really excited about that. But so I'm doing everything. I just haven't. I need to get back behind the camera soon though. But that's another story.
So do you do social media editing, short films for social media? Yeah,
well, I have a YouTube channel, and I started vlogging some time ago. My year has been absolutely crazy. So I had 3 vlogs going. I was putting up like one a week, and then I've been off for a long time. So I'm actually excited about getting back into doing a vlogging next month and trying to hold myself to a weekly schedule, at least getting out one a week. Okay. And consistency, right? Yeah. And because here's the thing: as a creative person, I think a lot of us knows I'm very happy creating in the dark.
Yes.
But social media is if you want people to know who you are or do what you want to buy the things you create, then you
Yes.
have to be a part of the social media world. You know,
You do.
It is not optional anymore.
It's
you
not.
know?
It used. Yeah, I'm like you. I like being behind the scenes. This was like a struggle. Wait, we gonna be on camera? Like, wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's a whole nother level to every. It's a lot.
It's not my natural inclination either. I mean, surprisingly enough, but it's not. And I went to high school, went to Kappa for drama. You know,
about the Kappa. Yeah, I auditioned at Kappa.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I didn't make it.
But you're still here creating content.
Exactly.
That's right. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
But,
I'm still creating.
Internally, I'm much more of an introverted person, you know. And the older I get, the less I kind of want to be. Like, I have to bit myself up to say, okay, we're going out now.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like mountain climbing. You know, it's okay, but I got to get ready to do it. I got to really put myself into it.
Yeah, a lot of people when they come, they always ask, "Is this going to be live?" Because the nerves with live
question.
is
Exactly.
different. That's why I brought it up. Yeah, the nerves with live is different than recording because it's like, oh, I don't know. Like when we talked about doing it, I said, oh, we need to be recorded because live is not going to work for me. Because just knowing that someone's watching you at that moment,
Right.
It's just the anxiety just goes up.
Right.
So
like if you haul off and slap me, then it's like out in the world.
The whole world sees it.
You can't edit it out. You can't back it up. You gotta go hide out in India. You know, all that kind of stuff.
All of that. Like what? Oh my goodness.
I did hear that Will Smith is in India.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, slapping people go to India. Okay.
That's what you got to do.
That's what we gotta do now? Okay, now I know. So, Trace, just letting you know, if we go down, I'm going to India.
Don't slap me on air.
Right?
Wait till we cut these cameras.
Right.
Exactly.
Then do what you want.
Edit it, you know, then come back and say, you know, we had an altercation during the break.
Yes, right.
Right.
We are with Miss Shawna K.Perez Clark. Yes, I got it all.
Yes,
I was worried I was going to forget the Clark. I'm like, I know it's Perez. What's the other one? Clark. Yes. Yes. How you doing?
I am well. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Please tell us everything about Shawna's House, your nonprofit organization.
Yes.
Tiff and I once owned a nonprofit organization, so hopefully we have some things that we can relate to when it comes to your business. So please tell us all about it.
I would be happy to. So Shawna's House for me is one of those things where I know a lot of people say it, but it was a dream come true, right? It was a vision turned reality. When I was younger, I basically did not think that children really had the voice that adults said they had. And I didn't think that resources were available to them in order for them to find support, in order for them to have a safe haven, in order for them to get guidance and just direction in life, right?
Yeah.
In order for them to be who they wanted to be. So don't let this age me. But
Too late.
yeah, right, because I'm about to say it. But when I was younger, I used to watch a television show, not the movie, called 21 Jump Street, right? So if you're my age group, you heard of 21 Jump Street, the television show with Holly Robinson Pete. And I used to watch it in awe and be like, oh my gosh, these undercover police officers will help these children, and they would take them to a community center. It was called 123 Hope Street. Right. So the community center was awesome. You had all types of resources. You can play games. It was a safe haven, right? So people were able to just be themselves and get support from individuals, adults, positive adults, right?
That's dope.
So I thought, where's that place for me? I'm a Philadelphian. I'm a young girl that lives in the city. I grew up in Logan, and I didn't have that place. We had POW, which the police athletically, right? Which most people know that was for ballers. That wasn't for me, right?
Right.
Unless I wanted to see the little boys. So
I used to go to a POW center in Logan.
did you? Was it 11th Street?
It was. Yes, it was.
That's my POW.
Mick Kilgore is a name that sounds familiar. Why does it? Mick Kilgore, I think, was the guy. It was either Mick or his son that ran the place at the time.
Okay.
And the reason I remember that is because one of them either was in the NBA or was a college player. I forget.
Okay.
I ain't big on sports, but
Okay.
yeah, one of them was either in the NBA or a very popular college player.
Okay.
And I think, that was his name. Mick. Yeah, he ran the PAL Center,
Okay,
and
okay.
I was young. I was in the 6th grade and the
You were
7th
young.
grade.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I was a young lad.
Take note. You were trying to say you were. Which is great, right? That you had Powell as an opportunity for somewhere to go.
Absolutely.
But I did not. So as an adult, I figured, so a way for me to help other kids was to get involved in different nonprofits, right? So that's what I did. I did a lot of philanthropy work. I did a lot of community service. I did a lot of mentor programs with a lot of other organizations. And to be honest, it was one of those things where I didn't really like the flow of those organizations, business-wise. So what do they say? You want something done a certain way, you do it yourself. So that's what I did, right? So one late night, I started talking to a friend, and I said, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing. So that's what I did. I started Shawna's House in 2011.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
10 years ago.
Yes, 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
On a late night.
Right?
That's how my brain works at a late night. So Shawna's House is a nonprofit organization. We are a youth mentoring network. We support youth and their families, meaning the parents, and even the youth that become parents themselves.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So one of our popular divisions is Teen Chat Room. Teen Chat Room is the youth mentoring network for ages 13 to 18. And first, all of our services are free. Right, so everything that we do is free.
Free 99.
Right.
Price.
People love free, right? And all of our volunteers are just that, volunteers. We operate 100% on volunteers. So Teen Chat Room, we have group discussions, we have one-to-one mentoring, we do community service projects, we do social networking, and during our group discussions, we always have a 30-minute financial literacy clinic.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Absolutely, right? Because they're not teaching that in school.
No, because they want you to be workers.
That's exactly what they want.
They don't want you to have your own mind about money, about business. They want you to be workers. So that's awesome.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yes. So we do a variety of topics. Those topics go from anywhere from self-esteem, identity, anything personal that's going on, right? How to be assertive versus aggressive. Doing that financial literacy is huge, again, because people are not teaching it. And at home, a lot of people don't even know where to begin. And one of our main focuses is laying down a foundation so that they can have generational wealth. And what does that mean, right? You need to first have knowledge. You need to first be educated about finances in order to know how to move forward as a positive adult. Shawna's House is an organization that is proactive instead of reactive. We have a lot of services in the city of Philadelphia, especially right now dealing with the violence and dealing with a lot of different topics, right? Race and all these different things. But that's a reactive measure, right? We're responding to something. But why are we not helping them before we get to that level?
Right.